Hey friends, welcome back to Essentially Jessie. Today we're going to battle it out between two Dolce & Gabbana fragrances. So let's get to it. So today we're going to talk about Dolce & Gabbana The Only One and Dolce & Gabbana The Only One Intense. So these are two very similar but also different fragrances, and I kind of like one more than the other, but they offer different qualities. So The Only One is in this bottle, and it came out, you can tell I've been using it. It came out in 2018, and I've probably had it, I don't know, maybe a year or so. This is a beast mode fragrance. If you spray it on, everyone will smell it. I get tons of compliments with this, probably because, well, before the masks, but I get a lot of compliments with this one, probably just because it is so beast mode. People can smell it, and guys just seem to really love this one. It's an oriental floral, and it's powdery. It's got some caramel in it. It's sweet and floral. It's really beautiful, and it's a gourmand. I think the powderiness of it keeps it from, here, I'll spray it, keeps it from being too gourmand, but it is so pretty. I just love it. It starts off with violet, bergamot, and orange, which most fragrances tend to start off with citrusy fragrances just because that's what you smell first. Then it's got some coffee, some iris, some rose. The iris is kind of what makes it powdery, I think. It definitely has orange in it. The orange is very obvious. And honestly, I kind of compare this to Coco Mademoiselle. There's something in this that reminds me of that fragrance. It's just beast mode. It really is. It lasts forever. So not only are you going to get a good shot right out of the gate of fragrance, but it's going to last you at least 8 to 9 hours. It is beautiful, and a 30 ml of this. So this is the, I'm not even sure. This is the 50 ml or 1.6 ounces. Is going to run you about $96. The day I bought this at the fragrance counter, it was so nice, and I knew that I would really like it. This is honestly one of the ones that I bought, it's got to have been maybe 2 years ago. It must have been right after it came out in 2018, because I've had it a while, and I really like it. This is probably more of a winter scent. You can get away with it in the summer, just don't spray so heavy. And then in 2020, The Only One Intense came out, and I love the black bottle. It's really cool. I wish that it said Intense on the bottle. I don't really know why they put the same exact thing on it, but I mean, the bottle color's different, obviously. This one is more of a white floral. So while there are some similarities, The Only One original is much more gourmand and sweet. And while this one is sweet, this one is almost more of, it's a white floral, but it's also got vanilla, and it's woody. It starts off citrusy with some orange and some neroli and green apple. But the main reason I love this fragrance is the coconut. It's got coconut in the mid and in the middle notes, and you can just really smell it. Now, I will say that this one is not as beast mode as The Only One, which is interesting because it's the intense version, but I don't find that this lasts quite as long. I would say that it's closer to 5 to 6 hours of wear versus 8 to 9 hours of longevity. This doesn't project as much. And honestly, I think this is unisex. I know that it's targeted towards women, but I really think a man could pull this off just because it's not as sweet. It has orange blossom and jasmine in it, and then it dries down to a dark vanilla with some cedar and cashmere woods. This one is priced the same as this. So the 1.6 ounce or 50 milliliters is gonna run you about $96. You can get a 1 ounce for $76 on Macy's, I believe it was that I saw it. So if you want to try it out, this one is definitely one to try. I really do love this fragrance. I actually recently went on vacation and took this one with me just to try it out and see if I really liked it for summer. And I did, and it was a hot vacation. It was at the beach. And I mean, this is great for date night. This is great for the office if you don't overspray it. It was great for the beach. It was great for dinner. Anywhere you really want to go. Maybe not just sitting around the house during the pandemic, but I don't know. I'd still wear it in the house. I have seen it compared to Versace's Crystal Noir, and I really like this one a lot better than that one. That one is also a darker vanilla coconut scent. So in today's battle of the two Dolce & Gabbana fragrances, the only one and the only one intense, the winner is the only one intense. This is one of my favorite fragrances. And like I said, I took it to the beach and I just loved it. So actually I did this battle before 2 years ago. It was my very first battle and it has like 16,000 views. So I thought, let's revisit that and see, do I still feel the same way? So I rewatched it again to see who I chosen for the winner. So today we are talking about Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, versus the only one intense. So the intense is in the black bottle. So I shot that video and it's just gotten so many views over the last 2 years that I thought, let's redo this. Let's see if I would still pick the same winner, because as I said many times, like our noses change, things change, we like different things, we kind of revisit things. I had one fragrance that I got out of the box. I smelled, it was Mancera Velvet Vanilla. Smelled it one time and I was like, nope. I put it on my bottom shelf to declutter it. Left it there. I was like, maybe I'll go back and smell it again. Went back and smelled it again like a year later, and I actually wore it and I got so many compliments and I loved it. And so our noses change. So let's get into these two fragrances. We are talking about Dolce & Gabbana. Let's start with the only one. So the only one is a flanker to the one by Dolce & Gabbana. So the only one is a flanker, and then the only one intense is a flanker of this one. And also, I guess, the original, the one. I don't have the one. I've never smelled it. I don't know. I'm assuming, like, this one, the only one came out in 2018. I'm not sure when the one came out, but I like this one, so maybe I should smell I like both of these. I'll just say that right off the bat. And I'll go ahead and spoil it. In my first video, I picked the only one intense. So that's where we're at. Like I said, you can go back and watch that video and listen to like all the reasons why I chose the only one intense. But today we're battling it out again. So the only one came out in 2018 and it is an like Floriental, Gourmand, Amber. It has, just spray it on. It has like violet in the opening and orange. It's got bergamot, it's got coffee and pear. I love when fragrances have pear because I feel like it's very like effervescent kind of. I think Delina La Rose has pear in it. Anyway, I just love that like light and bright feel. It has iris, orange blossom, rose. I don't get a ton of rose, so if you don't like rose, don't feel like you have to steer clear of the only one. It's got caramel, vanilla, and patchouli in the dry down. So that's what makes it really interesting. Like, I'm trying to think. I think like the Coco Mademoiselles have patchouli in their dry down. I feel like there's this scent profile that has kind of been used a lot. Like I feel like Flower Bomb kind of fits in this category too. Flower Bomb Nectar, not Flower Bomb. I just feel like they smell a little bit the same. Coco Chanel and Mademoiselle, they smell a little bit the same. They all have their own nuances, but it's almost like this category of fragrances. And maybe I should do a video on that. If you have any comments, as always, drop your scent of the day below. Let me know which of the only one or the one or the only one intense flankers that you like the most. I also did a battle video on the only one 2. So I guess there was a flanker to this one that was called the only one 2. I have a video on that, and I think I have a battle video on that as well, but you can check that out on in my videos. Anyway, so this one is beautiful. I love the only one. It's a great fragrance. I will say that if you spray this on, you will have men following you until the end of time. Like, I get more compliments from men on the only one, I want to say the original, but it's the original of the only one flankers. But the only one, I get so many compliments. I was at where was I? I was at a like floral nursery thing, like picking out plants, and somebody stopped me and was like, "What are you wearing? That smells so good." Anyway, so it is super long lasting. It is super stout. Like, I just sprayed 4 sprays on my arm. I guarantee you I will go to bed and still be able to smell it on my arm. Like, it is just very long lasting. It is very, has a great projection, all of the things. So I may have to make that my scent of the day now, which is not a bad thing because I really do like it. Okay, and I'm looking at my note over here. I did find this on FragranceNet for $53, so it's a pretty good value. So I just wanted to share with you guys that, like, even though these are designer and they're higher end, like if you can get one for cheaper, I always just go to Google and Google the fragrance, and usually you can find a good deal on FragranceNet, FragranceX, one of the other. You can also look them up on Fragrantica. Sometimes they'll have sales on there, or tell you what they're selling for on eBay or something like that. Okay, next up is the Only One Intense. Now, there's several things that I do not like about this fragrance. First of all, I don't like that it doesn't say intense on the front. It's the exact same wording, but obviously in different packaging because this one's black. But anyway, I wish it said intense on the bottle. So this, okay, so to me, this is like a creamy sandalwood. So good. So in the opening, there's mandarin, green apple. I get a little bit of the green apple, neroli, and then the mid is orange blossom, jasmine, and the base is black vanilla. It is so good. I swear I get coconut in this one. The Only One Intense is so good. It's so creamy. Like, I would put it in the same category kind of as like Armani Privé Rouge Malachite or Rouge Malachite, but I wouldn't put it in the same category. It's not spicy. That one's a little bit spicy. This one is just really rich and creamy. Now, the downfalls of these fragrances are that the Only One, the original, is actually, it's just, you just really have to watch that you don't overspray it, because you could blow everyone away with the Only One. The Only One Intense, on the other hand, I have no idea why they named it Intense, because it is not intense. It is not like, when I wear this, and I love wearing both of these, I'll say it again, like I do enjoy wearing both of these fragrances. You can layer them together. They do make a really nice combo. But the Only One Intense is not intense. Like, I bathe myself in this whenever I wear it, because it just doesn't last as long as the original. So that kind of threw me off a little bit, that they're not, and they didn't release the perfumers on these. But I love it. I love it. I need a, like, Intense 2.0 or something. Like, I need something more that smells like the Only One Intense, but is more intense. Does that make sense? And I think that the patchouli and the coffee in here really make it, and it's just really sweet. Like, the orange blossom in the Only One is really, really sweet. Okay, so if they only made one and stopped making the other, oh, this is close. I can't remember on the video I previously shot if it was a close, like, battle, or if I immediately just knew, because some of my battle videos, I have a lot of battle videos. I love making them for you guys. If there's anything that you want to see, drop that in the comment section below. But anyway, okay, so last time I picked the Only One Intense for my winner, and while this is a really hard decision, and honestly, I don't think that these smell very much alike. They don't smell that similar. So it's just, there's not enough of the DNA in the Only One for the Only One Intense to be a flanker. But maybe it smells more like the One. I don't know. If you know what the One smells like, drop me some comments below and let me know. If you like battle videos, drop me a thumbs up. Okay, so in this battle video, I'm going to pick the Only One because it is long lasting, it projects, it's sweet, it's super crowd pleasing. Like, I would, if you're looking for just a wear it every day fragrance, like, this would be a great one. You just don't overspray, don't overspray, don't overspray. Like, I can't say that enough. It's a great fragrance. I love it. My juice has gotten a little bit darker over time, and I just love this fragrance. I do. Like I said, I love the Only One Intense as well, but I think that for, like, bang for your buck, I think that you're getting more out of the Only One because it projects and lasts well. So I've had this for about 2 years, and I mean, you can tell I probably used, I don't know, maybe a third of it. And it's because whenever I wear it, I only spray like 3 to 4 sprays, and I'm good. I'm good. When I sprayed this one, oh, and I was gonna say, I found this on FragranceNet for $46. So just so you know, 53, 46, those are good deals on designer fragrances. But the Only One Intense, it just doesn't last long enough. It doesn't project long enough for me. And so I have to really overspray it and then hope for the best. Like, toss it in my purse. If I'm going to be out more than 6 hours, I'm definitely tossing this one in my bag because I want to smell like this. I just want to smell like it much longer. So while today I'm choosing the only one, I will say that, you know, 2 years ago, I chose the only one Intense. And like I said, while I do still really love this fragrance, I just don't wear it as much because it doesn't last long enough. While this one is beast mode, like you put this on and 8 hours later, you still smell it on your skin. So the only one is so much more potent and projecting. And I think I've gotten to the point now where if a fragrance only lasts 2 to 3 hours. I mean, I never leave the house and I'm out. I won't use the word never, but I rarely leave the house and am only out for like an hour or two. I mean, that'd be like going to the grocery store or something like that. Normally when I get ready, I'm gone for 5 to 10 hours. And so I just want my fragrances to last. So while I'm not decluttering the only one because I do love this fragrance, I just don't reach for it as much because it doesn't last. So that's kind of my analysis of why I chose the only one this year as opposed to 2 years ago whenever I picked and I will say that like I enjoy wearing Rouge Malachite and Vert Malachite by Armani Privé. I enjoy these fragrances a lot and they give me that same like creamy white floral fragrance feel. It's really good. It's got jasmine in it. I don't know. It needs something to amp up the projection where it really smells intense, if that makes sense. Hey friends, welcome back. It's Jessie. I wanted to battle it out again between Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One and Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One 2. So let's get to it. Here we are today with another epic battle. This is Dolce & Gabbana, the only one. You can tell I've had this for a year or two, used quite a bit of it. It is pretty stout, so it only takes a spray or two, so I will have this for a while. This is Dolce & Gabbana, the only one 2. It's very strange, honestly. The only one 2? I don't know. Anyway, so this is the second version of the only one. There's also a flanker that is the only one Intense. I have a battle between the original and that one. I will link it in the description box below. So let's talk about the only one first. This came out in 2018. This is a powerhouse. It is an Oriental vanilla. And I want to read you guys the notes because there's quite a few. Okay, violet, bergamot, orange, coffee, pear, iris, orange blossom, rose, caramel, vanilla, and patchouli. So this is a powerhouse. This is beast mode. I have to use that term because it is. I love the coffee in this. I love the caramel in this. I love the flowers in this. I love this fragrance. I will say I get a ton of compliments on this fragrance every time I wear it. Men love this fragrance. So if you are going on a date, you should go smell this because it smells really good. It's very sweet. It's floral. It's really nice. I love the packaging. I think that the square shape, but then the way that they have the glass, I just really like it. I like that the cap's bigger because it's easier to pop on and off. Sometimes I have trouble with smaller caps, but this one is just the right size. The juice inside is fruity, floral looking, I guess, esque with the being pink, but it is a very feminine fragrance. It is a very good value for the money because a little bit goes a long way. And like I said, I've had this for a year or two and it smells just like it did the first day I bought it. This is one of those fragrances that I went to the fragrance counter, I smelled it, I smelled several others, and I knew that I wanted this one. So this is Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, the original. Then Dolce & Gabbana came out with this one. I do love the packaging on this. I like the big gold 2 on it, and I also love the red. The original, the only one, was launched in 2018. They launched this one in 2019. I honestly don't remember hearing anything about it when it launched. I found this online on one of the discount websites. I did find this on Macy's. It's listed for $122 on Macy's. This is a red berry explosion. If you like red berries, you should check this one out. The notes on this are blackberry, red berries, pear, freesia, rose, red rose specifically, coffee, violet, tonka bean. So they've added the tonka bean in the base, patchouli, ambergris, and emberwood, which is a little different than the original. So they kind of took the original, amped up the berries in it. If you like red berries, this is a red berry fragrance. If you like red berries, I don't get a ton of the coffee like I do in the original. I don't pick up the coffee in this one at all, I don't think. Maybe on the dry down. This one doesn't seem to last quite as long as the original, probably just because of the makeup of the fragrance notes. The patchouli makes it interesting. Patchouli's in both of them. I do love tonka beans. I feel like tonka beans make a fragrance more warm and creamy, but I don't get that. This is almost more bright and citrusy. Probably the pear has something to do with that. This is considered a fruity, sweet, amber fragrance. I do get some of the rose, not as much as I do with the original. With this one, it's just a lot of berries. It's berries. It's that berry, black currant, the top notes, the freesia. I get that in this, and that pear. So this is a beautiful package. I do love the red, the gold, and the black. I think it looks very, very elegant. I think that it is very fitting for what the juice smells like because it is red berries. So the packaging is great. It's lovely. This would probably make a really nice gift. I would say, I don't know. If somebody likes fruity fragrances, I think this is a great gift for them. I'm not sure about the name, The Only One 2. It's just a little strange. Like, I know there's The Only One Intense, which is in a black bottle. Totally makes sense. But The Only One 2? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But this one is a nice fragrance. So in this epic battle between Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One and The Only One 2, my clear winner is The Only One. I do love this fragrance. Men love this fragrance. I will say I haven't worn this one out a ton. I'm just not a big red berry fan, honestly. I like it okay. It just needs to be, I wish this was warmed up more, maybe with some coconut, more tonka bean, more vanilla. For you red berry lovers, fruity, fresh, fruity, sweet fragrance lovers, you might love this one. I will probably end up selling this on Macari or something like that. Just, it is $122 on the Macy's website, which is a lot of money. But it is, I don't know, Dolce & Gabbana is a great fragrance brand. That's why I love The Only One. Yeah, it's long lasting. It's just a good scent. So while these are both nice, I definitely have to go with The Only One. I said that this one was $122. That's for the larger 3-ounce size. This is the 1.6 ounce. This runs $96 for either one of these. I feel like it's a pretty good value because you are getting the longevity out of these fragrances, especially this one. And for a designer fragrance, I mean, under $100, that's good. Like I said, I've had this for 2 years, and I mean, I haven't even used half of it. It is just so stout and so potent, but I would not buy it if you want a more subtle fragrance. Just spray one spray and enjoy it. I wanted to do my Dolce & Gabbana collection ranked because honestly, my Dolce & Gabbana battle videos are some of my most popular videos ever. I have more than 230 videos that I've released on fragrances, a few in there on essential oils, but I have tons of videos. So if you're interested in fragrance, men's and women's perfumes, I like sweet, I like gourmand, I like rich, I like bold, I like light. There's just a different fragrance for every occasion. If there is a particular house that you would love to see my fragrance collection, I've already done one on Bond, and I think I've done one on my Tom Ford collection. So if you want to see some more collection videos of a specific brand, let me know in the comment section below. Also, drop your scent of the day and let me know if there is a Dolce & Gabbana that is a lifer for you. I only have 7 in my collection currently. I did declutter one, I think either that or it's in my declutter bin. I'll have to check, but that was Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One 2. The most awkward name for a fragrance ever, in my opinion. And I have a battle video on that one versus the original Dolce & Gabbana. So The Only One 2 is probably the least favorite Dolce & Gabbana I've ever personally owned. I do really want to know what your favorite Dolce & Gabbana is. I want to try some more of the light blue flankers, but we'll get to that in a minute. So my number 8 on my list, and I do like all of these, is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun. This is a cool, really pretty fragrance for summer, and it's just fresh and clean. A friend of mine, her husband picked this up for her, and she was a big fan of the original light blue, and this one stole her heart as well. Anyway, it's a great fragrance. If you like light blue, the original, definitely try out Sun. If there are other flankers out there that you like better, the intense version, whatever, I know there's one called Love is Love or something like that, drop that in the comment section below. I really do want to try out some more of these light blue fragrances since they are so popular. And I apologize, there's like truck unloading or something outside, and so yeah, it is what it is. We tried to wait and they're still unloading, so sorry guys. Anyway, next up is a men's fragrance by Dolce & Gabbana that I actually really like, but it's not my it's not one that I wear. A lot of my men's fragrances, I love Dior Homme, I love Gris Charnel, like I love more men's targeted fragrances. I even love Leighton and Carlisle by Parfums de Marly, but this is just not one that I reach for personally for me. Would this smell incredible on a man? Yes, it would. This is a great fragrance, but mostly for a man. I just can't see myself wearing this as a woman, although I do like masculine fragrances. This is not one that I am reaching for. However, this would smell incredible on a man. Next up is Light Blue, the original. This is a great fragrance. I think I have a battle video on these two. I will link that below in the description box. I love some Dolce & Gabbana fragrances. I'm really looking for something new. I don't know. Anyway, I'm always looking for new fragrances. Let's be honest. Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One. I've had this, I don't know. It's so good. It's so good. I think I've said this before. If you like Flower Bomb Nectar, you have to try out this fragrance. I feel like they're definitely two different fragrances, but they are kind of similar. So I just kind of put them in the same little area in my brain. This is a fabulous fragrance. I get compliments on this every single time I wear it. So Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One, the original. This is not a flanker. Anyway, fabulous. Number 3 is Dolce & Gabbana Shine. I had done a review on this. I picked up the travel size of Dolce & Gabbana Shine, and I had done a video versus Dolce & Gabbana Garden. I will link that below. I loved it so much that I eventually had to get a full bottle. It's so good. It's so bright. It's so cheerful. Even in the winter time when I'm not, winter can be kind of with the rain and the cold and the yuck, and the trees are dormant and the plants and flowers are dormant, and this just is so uplifting. So I'm absolutely loving Dolce & Gabbana Shine. My number 2 spot is Dolce Garden. I love this fragrance. It is a coconut tropical bottle. It should be Tropical Garden. I really wish that they named it Tropical Garden instead of Garden, because the name like Garden makes me think, and the fact that it's pink makes me think that is really heavy on roses or white florals or something like that, and it's really heavy on coconut. So if you're a coconut nut like me, then you have got to get out and smell Dolce & Gabbana Garden. I almost said Shine, but this is Shine and this is Garden. So Shine is yellow and Garden is pink. While this is just a ranking video, the battle videos, I know that I have a battle video on the 2 light blues. I also have the battle video that I mentioned, I think, on Shine versus Garden. So And I also have another one. My number one is in a battle video with this one. On those, I go in much more detail about notes and all of those things. So it's important if you're looking at buying them, don't just blind buy it because it's my number one or whatever. Go watch those videos, get a feel for the notes, get a feel for longevity. I talk about where I would wear them, you know, date night, to work, like where's it most appropriate. And I think that that will really help you in identifying the best blind buy, because we all know that we're out here blind buying. Whether we want to or not. Oh my stars. I don't live in a huge city, but I do live in a smaller metropolitan area. So I have access to almost every designer fragrance that I would ever want to smell. I don't always have that with niche fragrances. And some of these houses have like a regular designer line. Armani does this. They have their Armani Privé. I'm not sure if Dolce & Gabbana does that or not. But if there are any Dolce & Gabbana fragrances out there that I have not mentioned that I need to get my nose on, and men's fragrances, what's your favorite Dolce & Gabbana men's fragrance? I feel like Dolce & Gabbana is a very bougie brand, and like, you know, people like to name drop like, oh, Dolce & Gabbana. But I want to know more about their fragrance house as a whole. I've been wearing Dolce & Gabbana for probably 3 to 4 years, and I love it. I feel like they have a wide range of fragrances. I also feel like these are so fun to gift, especially their Dolce & Gabbana These collection. They have 2 or 3 others. They have one that has a green flower on top. I just feel like these are so fun to gift, and I feel like either one of these are safe blind buys if you're looking to gift someone, a female, a fragrance. So, okay, last but not least, my number one most favorite Dolce & Gabbana fragrance is the Only One Intense. I mean, you guys, I just cannot get over this bottle. It's gorgeous. I think it's unisex. It's a little bit coconutty, which is interesting to me that the same fragrance house would have 2 coconuts, but they go in entirely different directions. So Dolce & Gabbana, the Only One Intense, is a more rich, creamy, thick, really kind of reminds me of the vibe of Vert Malachite by Armani. And while this one is a sweet, this Dolce Garden is a sweet, beautiful, I don't know, just really sweet coconut fragrance. It's gorgeous. So I almost feel like this is more formal and this is more fun. So Dolce Garden versus Dolce the Only One Intense. So this is my lineup, guys. Where would you put your fragrances in this lineup? What is your favorite Dolce & Gabbana? Am I missing some in my collection? I want to know. I am a huge fan of creamy fragrances, and I think that's why I put the Dolce & Gabbana, the Only One, at my number one. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe, smash that notification bell, drop me a comment below, let me know what your scent of the day is, your favorite Dolce & Gabbana. Smell you later.